Guys, I'm actually not sure how to go about making this video because honestly, I'm kind of speechless at the moment. Like, no words can adequately explain how much I'm already in love with this bag. Like, how this bag is not only perfectly made, but how perfect it is for me. I know I'm being dramatic, but it's like it was made for me, y'all. It's everything I could ask for in a bag and more. Like, I just want to sit here and hold it for the length of the video while y'all witness the love connection here. Okay, that sounded creepier saying out loud. Let's start again. Welcome or welcome back to A Briefcase of Luxury, where we love to chat about all things related to life, learning, and luxury. While I have no intentions of quitting my day job as a business professor, I would love to continue to grow this channel, so thank you for being here today. Now today I have a new bag to share with you from a new to me handbag brand, Rabeanco. Now I haven't seen too many of their bags here on YouTube yet, especially within the luxury YouTube circle, but I really feel like this brand deserves more recognition. So Rabeanco is a Hong Kong / Singapore based handbag company with Italian roots, and they focus on high quality European leather at accessible price points. Now unfortunately, all of their brick and mortar stores are currently only in Asia. However, they do ship worldwide express for free, and holy moly, they are not kidding when they say express. Like, my order was placed on Friday and I received the bag on a Monday, shipped from Hong Kong. Now I'll insert clips of me doing the actual unboxing from when it first arrived, but you know me, I am too impatient to wait until I have time to film to unbox a bag. I just can't do it. And on that note, I am always shocked when people come on here to admit that they have brand new bags just sitting in a corner that's still boxed up months after it's been purchased. And along those lines, I'm also shocked when people have bags in their collection that have never ever been used, not even once. I know there's a current tag going around, and sure, it's fun to watch, but why would you not use a bag? That's the best part of buying a new bag, using it for the very first time. So I'm the opposite, man. When I get something new, it never stays new for long, and that's what happened here. The day this arrived was her first day out. She was unboxed and out of the house within the hour with her stickers still on and everything. But before we get too carried away, I should probably tell you what this bag is called. So this is the SAOIRSE Soft Structural Belt Tote Second Mini. It's a mouthful, yes, but the SAOIRSE collection does come in several different sizes and styles, from tote bags to bucket bags. So just know that this is the second edition of the mini tote. The other mini tote is a proper mini tote with double handles, which is equally as beautiful, but I was just immediately drawn to this from the very first time I saw her, and I really haven't felt that way about a bag in a very long time. Now later on, I'll give you a full tour of the bag, show you what fits, how it looks on my frame. But in the meantime, can we just take her all in for a moment? So here's what she looks like from the front. Here are her sides. Here's what her back looks like. And on the bottom, we do have 4 feet. They still have their little caps on. I haven't taken those off yet either. But come on, how gorgeous and sleek is this design? Now, I know belted bags are very trending at the moment, but in my opinion, it can also be a very timeless design. And the belting on this is very conservative, so it's hard to imagine something like this ever going out of style. And because I mentioned this before, I like bags that lean into trends without taking any one element overboard. So we've seen belted bags and we've seen east-west bags. And this, on the other hand, is all, you know, just so tastefully done that I don't think any of the proportions or any of the design elements will ever feel outdated. And y'all know how crazy I am currently about this color family. So this here is called Elephant Gray, and it's just such a beautiful darker gray beige shade that is still neutral enough without leaning too ashy or too yellowy. But like, where do I even start? So first off, we have got to talk about the quality of the bag. Like, the feel and the smell of the leather is addicting. So obviously this is made of genuine leather, and I would say the grain of this has the feel of Clemence leather from Hermes, but at half the weight, okay? So the grains are also ever just so slightly smaller than Clemence, but it is so unbelievably squishy and soft and supple. It's like if lambskin and Napa leather had grating to it. That's kind of what the weight of this feels like. So let me see if I can get even closer up to kind of show you the graining. But yeah, you can kind of see from the structure of the bag how it's structured but not at the same time. So soft structural, I get it. It's totally in the name. So while this has the softness of Clemence, like I said, the leather is so incredibly lightweight, unlike Clemence, which is pretty heavy. And you can't tell by looking at this bag that it would be so lightweight. So I did weigh it on my food scale and it's about 16 ounces with the strap. Like, what kind of voodoo magic is this? So not only is the quality of the leather amazing, the quality of the overall construction is phenomenal. It's one of the best I've seen at this price point in a very long time. I'll show you close-ups of the stitching on the back just to give you an example of how well made this bag is. Like, not a single stitch out of place. It's absolutely incredible. And you can also probably see the attention to detail better with the feet. Like, you can see that every piece of leather is perfectly glazed. Every stitch is perfectly placed. And just to show you some of the other details of the bag, we do have a foiled stamp of the Rabeanco logo right here. And even on the little belt lock right here, I know it's kind of glaring with the lights, but even here you can see in the metal the same brand logo. Now, before we take a look at the inside, let me just go over her measurements because I know sometimes that's hard to gauge on screen, but this measures 9.5 inches wide, 6 inches tall, and 4 inches deep at the bottom. So technically, the Constance 24 is the same length at 24 centimeters. And here, just to make it easier, here's what they look like next to each other. See that? And by the way, while this only weighs at 16 ounces, the Constance weighs about 1.5 times more at 24 ounces. And that's a huge difference when you're carrying more than just your bare essentials for long periods of time. All right, now let's go ahead and open her up. And oh, by the way, when it comes to the belts, they actually are functional in the sense that if you leave them undone, you can stretch out the opening of the bag even wider because they are threaded through the sides. But I find that you don't have to undo them to get a decent enough opening. You can leave them done up or undone. I think at this point it would just purely be an aesthetic choice on your end because either way, it in no way hampers the usability of the bag. Now, while I typically like to have zip closures to feel extra secure, this on the other hand has a top lip closure with a hidden magnetic button right there, and it's a strong enough magnet for me to feel comfortable wearing this in crowded places. And I also love that the closure has a bit of give to it, so even if your bag is stuffed and it's more stretched out, the lip is wide enough to still keep the top of your bag closed like that. So you're still guaranteed minimum gappage and maximum security. I guess you can see there's a little bit of gappage on either side, but not near enough for someone to say stick their fingers through to grab stuff. Now I am going to leave her undone so we can open her all the way up, and just hopefully that makes it easier for you to see the inside of the bag on the screen. So once you either lift the flap up or push it to the side, by the way, the inside of the flap is raw leather, and the rest of the bag does have a very beautiful chocolate suede lining. I'm gonna go ahead and take out the additional strap just so you can kind of see the inside. Again, the quality and attention to detail in here, even inside of the bag, is flawless. Like the stitching, the piping around the bottom, everything is just so neatly done. You can see we do have several hang tags on the side, most of which is about the leather of the bag and how to care for it. Now, in terms of organization, we do have a front slip pocket and we do have a back zip pocket, but other than that, it's just an open compartment. And like I mentioned, she does come with 2 detachable and adjustable strap options. So the shorter shoulder strap that is currently attached has a drop length of 7 inches, and the crossbody strap has almost a drop length of 18 inches. It does have, let me see, It does have 6 holes for you to play around with the length, and it does have a little leather keeper to help keep the end looking neat and tidy. And here's what the attachment bits look like. Again, the attention to detail is amazing. So you can kind of see even on the little hardware here, we do have that little logo stamp on it. Now I'll be sure to insert pictures of this worn as a shoulder and a crossbody bag on my 5'3" frame, and hopefully you can just see how beautifully this lays next to the body because of how supple the leather is. And have I mentioned how lightweight this bag is? If not, I'll say it again if I have to. All right, let's go over what fits. I mean, she is a smallish bag, but the design of it is simple enough that you have a lot of real estate to maximize on the inside. So again, I'll show you all of my regular at-home essentials along with my travel essentials, and we'll see how well she manages both. So obviously, my phone, wallet, keys, hand sanitizer, chapstick, sunglasses, not a problem at all. We still have so much room to play around with. All right, as for my travel essentials, I have now added a passport, my packable bag, my umbrella, even my portable fan and my towel, and everything still fits and the magnet still shuts. I mean, look at that. What's there not to love? Now, I've seen some people call this an Hermes Kelly dupe, but in all honesty, I don't see it as a Kelly dupe. Like, I clearly have Kelly dupes in my collection, and this is not one of them. To me, this is just Rabeanco's SAOIRSE bag. It's distinct enough that no one would ever mistake this for a Kelly bag. And in many, many ways, this suits me better than a Kelly bag. Like, the size is perfect, the silhouette is perfect, the weight is perfect, the quality and construction, absolutely flawless, the ease of use. I honestly cannot think of a single con for this bag at the moment, and only time will tell how the leather and the hardware holds up. Obviously, I still have the stickers on the hardware, but I'll be sure to report back to you in the future. Now, I suppose not everyone is a fan of silver hardware, so it would be awesome if they ever decide to come out with bags with gold hardware as well. I would also love to see this in other leather variations, like a suede would be so on trend, or even like a Swift type leather with no pebbling. That would be beautiful too. Like, can you imagine like a black Swift leather with gold hardware? Like, that would truly make this a transitional bag that can take you from day to night. And while I do appreciate their neutral color lineup that's available right now online, again, I love all of the colors that they have. I also get that not everyone is into these sorts of neutral colors, so I can imagine how this in a pop of color would be beautiful as well. Also, I know not everyone's a fan of this type of strap closure. It's a little bit more finicky than, let's just say, a lobster clasp, but I found it quite easy to switch between both straps. And like I mentioned earlier, this is not the only size or style in the SAOIRSE bag family, and Rabeanco has a ton of other designs that are very much on trend at the moment. Like, they have their Allegra bag if you're into hobo bags, their Zana bag if you're into bucket bags, they have their Uni baguette bag if you're into the whole east-west shoulder look. They have their Lou bag if you're into the hammock Lindy look. Like, I mean, they have so many designs that are all sleek and beautiful and kind of minimalistic, but every one of those designs just scream, I am the perfect everyday casual but elegant bag. But in my opinion, obviously, they nailed it with this one. And I can see this not only becoming my favorite everyday bag, but my favorite travel bag as well, just because of how lightweight and compact it is. Like, I see me using this primarily as a shoulder bag at home and as a crossbody bag when I'm traveling. So for me to say a bag works for both home and travel use is definitely high praise. So if you are familiar with the brand Rabeanco, and if you own any of their bags, please let me know how you are getting along with them. And if you are interested in checking them out, I will link this bag and their website below. I did notice that you can currently sign up for their newsletter and get some exclusive discounts, and you can also get a free Twilly with any bag order while the Twillies are in stock. So I just want to give a huge shout out to Rabeanco for sending me this bag. Like, my mind is truly blown. Like, when I see bags this well made at this type of price point, it just really makes me happy that there are brands still out there that take pride in their work. So to the team who put this bag together, like, I have nothing but respect, and I cannot wait to explore more of your bags in the future. I know I'm just being greedy now, but like their Grace bag and their Tona Boston bag, you best believe I got my eye on them. Anyways, thank you for sticking around until the bitter end of the video, and if you enjoyed your time here, then please don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell, and I can't wait to see you back next time.